feel like I have to get out of here. How did your last minute meeting go? See, that's the thing. If it was survive 1 week, I'd be all for it. But, dude, you're going to win the next HOH. You're going to win the next HOH, then their faction's going to be weak, then it's going to be me begging someone to kick me out.
Oh, God.
How did the talk go at the end of the night?
They tried to make a deal with me, and I'm like, I'm not going to make a deal. I don't need to make a deal. You guys do whatever you want to do. I'm like, if he goes, I'm in a not much of a different position because now I'm not the two-man target anymore. I'm like, and if he stays, I have someone here that I can trust unequivocally 100%.
You understand the position it puts me in, though? Like, I have to hope that Season 6 wins an HOH to evict me.
No, because if anybody but me wins it...
What's going to happen when Season 6 wins HOH and puts you and I up and evicts you? See my point? It puts a target on you, too.
The other people won't do that.
Yeah.
The other people are in control.
Listen, if anyone wins HOH, Season 6 goes up. If Season 6 wins HOH, you and I go up. You might go home.
It's not going to happen.
Danielle, what are your thoughts on that?
This is the thing. I need you to start playing.
I know. I understand that.
And it's just, it's like, I'm in a DR, and like I got...
Well, three of them taking credit for you going home is a lot different than the four of them running you the fuck up out of here.
My ego doesn't bother me.
I've
come to terms with that.
Well, you should, because that's the whole thing. You send one of them home, you won.
Yeah, but the problem is I send one of them home. Well, now the power starts to shift. The rest of the house, wins the next HOH. They're not putting me up.
Look, I will offer you this promise as your friend, man, my word, or whatever. If week 5 you're still here and I win HOH or someone that I have remote influence over does, I'm willing to put you up, and then we'll just,
Listen, I believe you, and I love you to death, but you won't do it.
Mm-mm.
And you're not going to be able to convince Erica and Diane to do it either because they're smart.
I'm not going to do it.
Oh, God. Oh, I slept so awkwardly. Somehow my neck is killing me.
Boogie, I stationed a chair outside the HOH today and just to ask people to vote me out.
I'll put it to you this way. There's one thing you really wanted in all this because you knew you couldn't win. You want to come have some fun, have some laughs, whatever. But there was one thing you wanted to do, and you have that escape, and we have those 4 or 5 more diary entries with us sitting there together with the Chilltown gear, and it's just, it hammers it home. They just did that little piece. It's that 1 or 2 more weeks. There's a big difference.
That's a big chance, though.
It's not a big chance. You're not going to get stuck here. There's no way this house... Danielle's scaring you, but there's no way that if you want to go home, you get the penalty nomination and you act like, look what Chase did. Had you not been so vocally indifferent about wanting to go home or stay or whatever, when people do shit like he did, it's over. People get nervous with that. They don't like volatile behavior. It makes them uncomfortable. Subsequently, they lash out. And look at Marcellus. His vote isn't even up for discussion because, So if you want to go home, you get a penalty nomination and you fucking act like an asshole. It's not hard. People are inherently scared and...
I'm just afraid that the next 2 weeks are going to shockingly go in a way that no one predicted, and I'm going to be begging people to push me
I
off.
hope so. Well, look, Will, at this point, you asked these people to do this for you. It's, they stayed up an extra 2 hours, and everybody's rallied around to do what you expressed you wanted to do. You sat in that bathroom. You're just having anxiety, and in this game, if someone really wants to go home, they're going to go home. That's all there is to it. There's too much fear.
And that's the question. Do you really want to go home?
If
it's
you
not
really
that I really want to go home,
it's
I really don't want to go to sequester.
Which I can understand that.
Right.
What happens if you walk out tomorrow, okay, you walk out, you walk out tomorrow, and then one of them wins HOH next week, and I'm up against Jace. and then I gotta fucking spend a week worrying about him scheming behind my back to get me out. Because it's not gonna be.
But that's why it puts me in an awkward position, because I'm in an awkward position that I have to hope someone from season 6 wins HOH.
Not next week. The idea for you to stay is that one of us is gonna win it and put one of them outside. And I'm gonna need, especially if I'm the HOH, I'm gonna need that week buffer of retaliation. I'm gonna need you to go out week 5 because they're gonna fucking come after me big time.
Like, I saw my suitcase today, and it made me so happy.
Who do you think they're going to go after, you or him first?
Him.
You're mistaken.
Exactly.
It's you.
Exactly.
Why?
Dude.
Because you made it very clear that you're going to go after Janelle. You made it clear you were the spokesperson of everyone grouping up against season 6. It's you, Boogie. It's not
Me
him.
not going out this week.
Really?
Makes you,
Yeah.
Me not going out this week.
Danielle knows things, dude.
Me
She's
not
good.
going out this week means you're gonna go. What's gonna happen when you go home before me?
Seriously.
I'm willing to take that chance. I mean, that's not good for you, I guess, for your terms, but.
Because he, as much as he talks, he only talks about wanting to go home. But you bring it. You make vocal threats. And that's what puts you in that position. You go, yep, I do.
Yeah, I guess I did do that.
Because even if, when Chicken George took himself on the block, and if you would have went up, I think you would have went home.
Really?
Not him. I'm telling you.
Really? Well, I wouldn't have done what I did the other night. I wouldn't have put myself in that position. But I see what you're saying.
You know, I saw my suitcase today, and it made me really happy to pack it. Like, it made me think, like, I'm happy to pack this and bounce out of here. I don't want to have to keep worrying about this.
See, one thing for me game-wise is I did not give them any indication last night that I was sitting in, or we were sitting in an advantageous position. You know, I just listened to what they had to say. I acted kind of like, hey, you guys are in power. I have no control here. Last week I was vocal about wanting something to happen. It didn't. So why don't you guys do whatever you think is the best play for you? You get
Not
rid
like
of Jace. You got a wild card who wants to win $500,000 and will do whatever he can to stay here. Maybe in an alliance with Diane, who knows. And the other person acts like he wants to go home at any time, but
See, now I'm in a position I might not even be able to get voted out.
he is arguably, you know, the best player ever and a big threat, and it would be good to get rid of him right now. So I was like, you guys do whatever. I would love nothing more at fucking 5:30 Pacific Standard Time when they put their votes in the way they did, thinking they were running shit, and they walk into that HOH knowing that they're not even in power.
That's the thing. That's a misconception of HOH. Your job as an HOH is just simply nominate people, but the power falls on the House. We're the ones with the power. If they were smart, instead of making deals with the 2 nominees, they would make deals with the people who are voting.
Right.
That's the smart thing to do.
You're right there. I mean, I would love nothing more than, like, right now, they just think, like, I was, like, a beaten man, and